Alright, so what's up everybody? So I got this Neo Geo 4 slot, and it's just doing all kinds of weird stuff. It had a couple of repairs. The repairs seem to be pretty professional, but you can never really trust someone else's repairs without knowing them. Either way, I went ahead and stole the universal BIOS off my one slot and put it in this guy, and lo and behold, we have a crosshatch, because the universal BIOS will bypass, you know, error codes that halt the CPU. But this strange bit of character is still here. Now, I had a play around with this, and I noticed some interesting things. Alright, so my D button does not work right now, but if I short the D button, the screen just goes black. Anyways, so soft reset. Typical. Alright. So I'll just go through the options here. There's nothing there. Cool, so we got a sound test, right? I was playing around with the sound test. No sound. If I hit down, the arrow does not move, so it's not updating the graphic. But I get the sound out of the right channel. If I hit the cursor back up, hit the key again, the A button, no sound. Hit down twice, I get the left channel. Down again, center channel. Go back up, sound's off. Interesting. So the graphics are not updating, even though they are. It's weird. It's like something is getting stuck. Some information is getting stuck somewhere. Maybe it's RAM. Who the hell knows? Anyways, continue forward. Here's the fun part. So I'm like, okay, it could be the backup RAM, right? Because I've heard of stories where if the backup RAM has issues, you know, because the battery runs on the backup RAM for so long, you can get stuck bits and stuff. So I'm like, okay, I'll just clear that. A, B, and C. Screen goes blank. I hit start again. Look. There's no corrupted graphics. It's cleared. So I think to myself, I fixed it. Cleared the backup RAM. That cleared whatever the hell was going on out. If I reset, comes back. So I'm still kind of a newbie at board level repair and logic, so I have no freaking idea what's going on. So I'd love if I could get some opinions, somewhere to start, somewhere to look, where to go next. Who the hell knows? I noticed, I can't get this, well maybe I can. I can probably get this on video. Let me just turn it off. I'm gonna put this down for a second. Because I don't have this bolted down. Alright. In fact, we can get real close up and personal now. Alright, so this is the chip that has the permanent marker on it. And that is a Pro B0. You got Pro B0, Pro C0, and then the LSPCA 0. Trying to remember what the LSPCA A0 does. I can't remember. I know there's a detailed documentation on this chip, if I recall, on Neo Geo development. wiki. There's the universal MVS bias. There's the Cypress chip the guy had replaced. I went ahead and pulled that off. Oops. Went ahead and pulled that off and reflowed the solder on that. Your other RAM looks unmolested. These two have been replaced, and there's not sufficient solder fill. Let me put this up here. There's not enough infill on some of these chips pins, but I tested the continuity and it looks fine. I probed around a little bit for continuity just to check the guy's work. It looks fine. None of the pins on these giant, what are they, 136 pin quad flats, none of these look like they've been reflowed. I found a couple of other scratch traces, but they're not deep enough to really warrant any problem, but I checked them anyways. There's a little bit of corrosion of some kind or something here. I still need to go back and kind of neutralize that, but nothing around it looks corroded, so not really seeing a problem with corrosion on the board. So you got these two chips here. These are RAM chips, if I recall. Yeah, these are RAM chips. And they're running into this chip here. See, who the hell knows? That's the Pro B0. I don't know, it could be a graphics chip. I need to look that chip up and find out what it does. But I know for a fact there's, I think Gadget UK's video is talking about there being on the 4-slot, forgive the camera, I'm free-handing it, that these RAM chips over here are video RAM. I can't say for sure if it's RAM or not. I really can't. But I know these are RAMs over here, and these haven't been touched. See, this RAM was changed, and I can only assume that these two were changed coming from the Pro B0. So, and these two, this SC2 and SC1, these two are not here, but based on what I've seen online, they're not supposed to be. And then there's a Sharp S-Fix. If I recall, the S-Fix has something to do with graphical characters or something. But yeah, that's the board. And in fact, give me a second. Here's the back side. I freaking hate this foam stuff. I've worked on so many of these, and this is always a pain to get off. Let's see. So this is these are the traces here, and I continuity tested basically every single trace in this bus, and most of them go here. Some of them don't, but most of them go to this edge connector. And they come from up here, actually. Anyways. Yep. No real corrosion where the battery was pulled. I don't really see anything else. There was a very light scratch on the bias right here on the buses, but I mean, it's really not bad. It was really a scrape to the solder mask. Anyways, if you guys have any idea what to do with this thing, maybe I can get a donor board. Who knows? Maybe this has an LSPC. Oh man, oh, it does have a B0. Well, if it turns out that that chip is bad, I could probably steal it from this one slot that I repaired. But I'd really hate to do that. I kind of really like this one slot. It's really minty looking. But yeah, if we gotta save it, we gotta save it. Because I'd rather have the 4 slot working than the 1 slot. Either way, yeah, let me know what you guys think. And yeah.